And right now I'm leaving O'Brien's Steakhouse. Let me put my seatbelt on as well. And actually, this is going to be quite a long ride because I don't know where these people live at, but the GPS told me it's 15 minutes away from the restaurant, so it's a good ride out. I'll probably listen to some music on the way, or I'll just sit right here and talk to y'all. But the traffic just picked up. Like, it was super dead when I was on my way to the restaurant, and they already had the food prepared and ready for me. As soon as I come out, the traffic is actually pretty busy right now. So I don't know what happened in the last few seconds, but, and I always give y'all a word of advice, always sit your food on the floorboard, because when traffic starts to get busy like this right here, you will have to slam on your brakes, and you do not want food flying. I have to go back to the restaurant and get them to remake the food, because it takes them forever just to remake the food, especially when you're on a time crunch, because you do have a certain amount of time to actually get the food to your customers and do everything you need to do. Yeah, they give us a pretty good time period because they do know the traffic and everything gets bad every once in a while. They do give us a pretty good, time slot. So, like, by the time I pick up the food, I still have like an extra 10 minutes on top of like an extra 20 minutes. So you have like a 30-minute time slot to actually get the food and take it to the customer, before the actuals due. So that's a good thing about GrubHub. They give you like plenty of time, because you just never know if it's going to be a car wreck or, the restaurant is taking a long time. But they give you a good time period too. So, like, also, they give you a long time slot too. So, let's say I go pick up the food at 11 o'clock. I have to get it to my customer between 11:30 and 11:45. So, usually, by the time the customer thinks we're going to get there, we're there already like 15 to 20 minutes earlier than what they expect us to be there anyway. So, then we just call them and let them know, be like, hey, your food is here. And they were like, oh, you got here fast. And really, they don't even know that it really was a 30-minute process that just went by, but they time it out really good where the food is almost never late. I think the whole time I've been doing this, I may have been late on an order. Maybe one order. It was one order. Because this is an apartment complex in Huntsville where, like, all the apartments are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're in the right order. Then, like, building 15 is like right between building 3 and 5. That was the only time I had a late order because I could not find an apartment complex for nothing in the world. And it was at least like 20 something buildings in the whole complex. And so actually when I was going to the complex, I had drove by the apartment like 3 times before I finally realized, hey, there is no building 15. And then I had just come across one of the apartment managers. He was like, hey, building 15 is in between 3 and 5. He was like, I know it's in a weird spot and everybody always misses that apartment complex, but it was in between building 3 and 5. And I was like, how does that even make any sense? He was like, oh, don't worry. Everybody who delivers out here always has the same problem. So, and I think that was the only time I ever had a late order. I don't think the food was cold or anything, but they didn't call and complain or say anything to GrubHub South about me, so I guess everything was okay. Or maybe they just have the same problem every time they get a new delivery driver. They don't even care no more. They're just like, okay, they're not gonna find it. But I got it straightened out after a while, and that was the only time I really ever had a late order. All right, today is gonna be a great day today. The sun is not out today. It's kind of like a gloomy day here in Huntsville. I don't know if y'all can tell on the camera or not. We're over here by Chapman Mountain. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.